Okay, so we're going to start on clean. I've got the tone at 12, I've got gain all the way down, clean setting, no effects. Just put the gain up a bit. Play the tone. So as you can see, that's a proper clean. It doesn't dirty up at all. So if we put the gain back down to 0 for this one, but just to try some of the effects with the clean. So we'll move it into the chorus. Into tremolo. Then we're into the reverb. So there's quite a nice sort of, I don't know, it's kind of a plate reverby almost. And turning it up just increases the repeats. So as you turn the dial, you get greater depth in the effect you've chosen. So let's move on. I'm going to leave it on reverb for a bit. And I'm going to move into the overdrive. On the neck pickup. Turn the gain up. A bit more. All the way up. Let's see what happens if I turn the volume down on the guitar. So. And you can hear something I'll talk about. There's a noise gate and some compression on this, it seems. So, there. It dies off suddenly. So there's a built-in noise gate. But it does mean you lose a little bit of the dynamic. But it does clean up quite nicely. If we move on to the distortion setting, put this back down to 0. Move it up. All the way. And then if we go on to the metal distortion, let's start on 0, just to be fair. So there's a lot of gain there. Now, I'm quite liking just that overdriven sound with a bit of reverb. Just a little bit of bluesy. Just that, I like that kind of just growly sound that responds well to the volume. But you can go from that all the way up to that sort of real high gain. Obviously, one of the other things with this is you have all these drum beats. Now, I've got it set to my favourite one, which is the blues. There's all sorts in that, and there's also metronomes as well. If you head up towards the 70s, which is really useful for practice. You can adjust the volume and the timing. So if you turn it on, press that button, you can turn the volume up and down. And you can also adjust the rhythm. But you can also use a tap rhythm as well. So press and hold this. So there's plenty of variation around the rhythms that you have there. And the other trick this has up its sleeve is a built-in tuner. What better for a practice amp than a built-in tuner? So what you do, press and hold the drum section, and up comes the tuner. Hit a note, and it switches off the sound. And depending on where the little rotating line is, you might not be able to hear that, but so this is sharp, that's flat, and that's perfect. So I've been slightly flat throughout the video. And then you press and hold again to go back to ordinary sounds. So that's the Ammoon PockAmp. It's not a bad little package. It doesn't sound horrific considering it's 2 3-inch speakers. The The drum beats are usable. Well, some of them, there's 80 in there, so there's a few you'll be able to use for any kind of music. The fact that you can alter the rhythms, that it's got metronomes, it's got a built-in tuner, effects, different guitar amp styles, makes it a really versatile practice tool that you can take on the beach, you can have anywhere with you. And for me, that makes it wonderfully versatile. There are some things that could do with improvement. If you don't have batteries in there, it doesn't have much resonance, so you don't get much bass on there. So when you buy it, get the batteries, put them in there to give it a bit of weight. Also, I wouldn't drop it because it's not made of the thickest plastic in the world. But it's £50. It sits between kind of the Donna mini amp and the Boss guitar amp. It's somewhere in the middle. It's far better than those tiny little practicey, gimmicky ones that look like Marshall stacks and orange amps and that sort of thing. It's not a toy, it is a proper practice tool. The addition of the drum beats gives it a bit of a leg up from, say, the Donna, which I absolutely love. And the fact that it's got the built-in effects and the amp tones means that it's not that far off the Boss Mini that's got similar things. I think it's got delay and a few other bits built in. So yeah, really versatile and affordable package. But what do you think? It's your opinion I'm interested in. Have you tried one? Have you got something similar? Are there amps in the same price range that I should be looking at that do the same number of things or the same sorts of things, or does a few things but better? Do let me know in the comments. You'll notice in the links below that there's a link to buy that, obviously. There's also a link to some of my music. I've released a little 3-song EP called Time Moves On Spotify and iTunes and Deezer and that lot. If you are feeling generous, please do go and have a look. Even if you just want to listen to the Spotify stream, it's just interesting for me to know if it's something that's worth pursuing, if it's something you're interested in. So yeah, go and have a listen to that stuff. In the meantime, if you could subscribe, if you could comment, if you could like, if you could hit the bell, I would be eternally grateful to you. And until next time, I will see you soon. Cheers.